Good morning and welcome to Wild Goat Adventures, the Great Tommy Sleep Out event. I'm currently sat on the edge of Loch Doon. I've stopped for a break because I have now hiked about a mile and a half up some hills. I've got another 2 miles to go. So we're making good progress. It's a bit wet. It's a bit rainy. The views are spectacular. So, one thing I've learned so far is always check your equipment. I forgot the stove chimney for my hot tent. So it's made my bag a bit lighter as I've left the stove in the car because that's useless, but it might be a bit chilly tonight, so we'll have to see how my sleeping bag holds up and my sleeping gear. Yeah, we'll take the view in for a minute and get this heavy kit bag back on and crack on with a few more miles. Right, here we are. I forgot to set the camera up to show you my tent setup, but I found a spot. It's not very dry, it's still raining, the ground is sodden, there's barely anywhere to pitch a tent. I've managed to find a small patch of grass that is just soaking wet, soft, but it'll do. It's relatively flat. There's no big rocks or trees or anything in it. I don't know. Let's see it. So that's my bed for the night, and that's the view out the front. Not a bad hike. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. The hills weren't as severe as they looked on the maps. So yeah. I have realised, it has occurred to me, that having forgotten my stove chimney, I don't have a backup means of cooking me dinner. The wood around here is soaking wet, it's raining, I don't know that there's anywhere I'm going to get a fire started, so I might be eating cold beans for dinner. I've got a few snacks that might just keep me going, so yeah, cold dinner. I'm not eating a cold beef madras. That's not happening. I've got some baked beans for dinner, for breakfast in the morning. So it may be cold baked beans for dinner, and then skip breakfast. We'll see. But yeah, for now I'm gonna chill, have a minute, and see what's about. I am cold, wet, hungry, a bit miserable to be honest. Not the best camping experience I've ever had. I've got nothing to make a hot brew with. I've got nothing to make any hot food with. I'm going to go and explore in those woods over there in just a minute and see if I can find some dry wood to make a little campfire. And then maybe I can get a hot brew, and maybe things will start to look up from there. But yeah, at the moment there's not much great going on. Good evening. It's now 6 o'clock. Sunset is in about 20 minutes. I've had a pretty miserable one. I've not had anything hot. My dinner has consisted of some beef jerky and some peanuts, and as a little treat for later I've got some chocolate. But I've not had a coffee, I've not had my lovely curry, I've got no hot breakfast to look forward to. Really tempted to bug out on this one, but as I said, I was doing it for charity. I'm going to stick it out. Had I been doing it for my own reasons, I think I might have bugged out on this one. I've got another half an hour of sunlight left. Play some games on my phone, get my head down as soon as possible. Hopefully sleep through the night. The weather's holding out, it's still wet and raining. It's not too windy, which is good. And I'll hold out till then, first light, and then pack up and get out of here. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock in the morning and it's freezing. The walls of my tent are frozen solid, and I've got no hot breakfast to look forward to. Never mind. I had an epiphany last night that while I was so wrapped up in my camping experience being a failure, it's given me, I'd forgotten what I was doing it for. And these are sometimes similar sorts of experiences that homeless veterans have to go through. No hot food, nowhere to get a nice coffee, cold, wet, hungry. So, while in my experience as a person who enjoys camping and loves camping, this has been a failure, for the great Tommy Sleep Out, I suppose it's kind of actually been a success. So, I think that's one way to look at it. Yeah, rough night. Right, that's the tent down. It is mega cold out here. What a view. Managed to get everything packed up into me kit bag. So now, time to get this kit bag on my back. I'm out 3 miles out of here. Boots were frozen solid when I put them on, so my toes are frozen. Tent was frozen solid, so my fingers are frozen now. But the sun's just starting to come across the valley over there, so hopefully I should warm it up when I get further down the track past these woods. And then I believe that'll hit me out into the sunlight, so I should start to warm up. Well, we're at the halfway mark. I thought this is as good a spot as any to stop and take on some water. It's all downhill from here until it starts to go back uphill again. Well, that's okay. Morale's picked up a bit now that my boots have defrosted and my toes along with it. Unfortunately, I can now feel all the stones in there, so we'll just crack on with them for now until maybe take a rest before we start going uphill again. Take some water on. What a beautiful spot. Weather, world of difference from what it was yesterday. Sun's out, skies are blue, absolutely perfect. That's the way it goes. See you in a bit. Well, we're on the last stretch up this hill here, and then we're back at the car. All I can think about is a coffee, a bacon sandwich. I am starving, but that's the way it is. I've stopped and played with the drone for a little bit because I'm just looking out onto Loch Doon. It's just amazing. I'll put some videos into some footage into the video. But it's home time now, so last push, and then we're away. See you later. Right, that's me back at the car, finally. That last hill was a killer, but we've done it. Great Tommy Sleep Out 2024, done. Loch Doon. Bring on next year. 350 pounds raised at the last count. Still got a few more quid to come in, so I think we'll be maybe just under 400. So not bad all in all. It's this first year I've ever done it, and we'll do it again next year. Hopefully it'll be warmer and it'll be drier, and I'll remember something to cook my food with, because I'm going for a coffee and a McDonald's now, wherever that may be. But that's it. Thanks very much. See you later.